Well. Good evening, everybody. This one's going to be a very entertaining video. Today's been interesting, and I would imagine most of y'all have been having so much fun on the internet today. That noise in the background is my Doberin chewing her bully stick. So hopefully she'll finish that up. So I wanted to start here. I'm going to kind of go back and forth on some stuff. And do what I usually do. So this was sent to me this morning as I was waking up, starting my day. Man, I crashed so hard last night. I totally forgot that the NSAV receivership report came out last night. And yeah, so, you know, when it comes to that actual report from Mr. Castleman, I mean, none of it, I already knew all of that. And that, look, the reason why I've done all these videos is, look, I don't really care if anybody's following me or listening to me. I don't care. The point of why I've done and why I will continue to do what I'm doing as far as posting all the receipts and giving out the dirt and giving everybody timeline is because it's for me. It's so I can publicly have these receipts out in front of everybody. And it boxes everybody into a corner because they can't respond. Because everything that I post is actually stuff that was sent to me from whoever it is, Alfonso, whatever information I have, they're detailed receipts. So that's why as of today, Alfonso still has not sued me. And I'm like, dude, I'm sitting around waiting, man. It's like, come on, it's getting old. I'm getting kind of boring over here trolling you with no response. But to see, the thing is they're never going to respond because they just legally can't. I mean, I guess they could, but they're not going to like what happens when I file a countersuit. So they want to avoid all that. So it was all good. And I woke up this morning and somebody sent me this screenshot of Alfonso. All of a sudden, he's back to being public again. He's been very quiet the last 3 weeks. And of course, I didn't know that he had quit being the CEO of NSAV. Nobody knew that. So, right. So, it's just like, you know, it's just like more story time, right? It's like, you don't know. And now here he is repping NSAV. He's speaking on behalf of NSAV because JT won't. He's gone. He's off the grid. Right, Alfonso? You planned his retirement. Remember that? So Alfonso writes this message. I guess this is on some scam private chat that they got. Good morning. There are many inaccuracies in the receiver's report, which will be addressed. So off the rip, Alfonso's basically doing what he does best. He's telling everybody, hey, everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong. The receiver's wrong. The federal government's wrong. Everything that you know and hear and read and have seen, it's all wrong. It's a figment of everybody else's imagination but mine. What I say is true. So that's what he's doing. He's basically saying the federal government, or David, whatever he represents, is wrong. There's inaccuracies. But if you read the receivership report, which I'm not going to do it on this video, y'all can freaking read on your own. David specifically said that when he spoke to Alfonso never produced anything of value. So how can there be any inaccuracies? If there are inaccuracies, it's because Alfonso didn't provide them. So he likes to do these little trickery mind games, right? And this is what he does to everybody. He's like, well, you don't really know, or you're wrong and you're wrong. But only because I say that you're wrong. But I can't prove that you're wrong because what you're saying is wrong. But I mean, and when you talk to me directly, I can't tell you what's right or wrong myself. I just know that it's wrong because my name is on it. So it's wrong. It's just false information because my name is Alfonso. So look, y'all have to understand this. Well, y'all do understand, but y'all have to, and look, I'm on the low, man. I'm reading what people post, so it's funny. Look, scammers are never going to admit anything. And y'all know this. So you're never going to get the answers, so when you're online and on these forums and all these chat rooms and you keep asking questions, well, why this, or why don't they do this, or why don't they do that, or they're going to do this, they're going to do that. It's because you're not included. Why would they do it? They're scammers. They're never going to come out and say, we cooked the books, it was all fraud, this was all a show, the last 6 years have been a scam, and it's all been on the up and up. Because y'all won't, I mean, we can't help it that you don't believe us. I mean, it's your problem. We're telling you the truth. Everybody else is wrong. So that's what Alfonso does. Blames the government, blames MWC, myself, blames everybody else, blames he blames the people that got in early and wanted to sell off their bags, wouldn't let them sell it because he pulled liquidity. So you kind of see the pattern here. So, and that's why I'm the ultimate troll, because I know Alfonso better than anybody. Because, as I've said many times, AWC was created by me, and I partnered with Alfonso. So I know him from the rip, from 2017. I know his whole story. But I'll move on. So, I mean, like I said, off the rip, he's saying, oh, it's all wrong. Don't believe what you read, people. The mysterious insider of AWH could only be the same nefarious extortionist who has been blackmailing us since 2018. Again, he's using this narrative and this story that it's an outside influence. It's somebody, it's one person who he basically says is a dweeb, but yet on the flip side, he's saying that this guy has so much power. He's keeping this $11 billion company down. He's that much of a boss. That's what Alfonso's basically saying when he says that. So I've always been on the flip side. I'm like, well, if that's the case, if I'm a shareholder or a token holder or an investor in NSAV, or even Osborne's dipshit scams, right? If I'm an investor in all those club tokens, I would be like, well, dude, why don't you go find who that dude is and drag his ass through the court system and run him through the dirt? Why don't y'all do that? Because y'all been yelling about it for 2 years now. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. But y'all haven't done anything. But so these are low testosterone guys, right? I mean, they're soft, they're pasty, they got huge foreheads, and they wear those stupid ass big wired framed glasses, right? Because stepping outside scares them. They're afraid of the sun. That's how all of these scammers are, right? They hide inside and they don't come out because they're afraid to come outside. So Alfonso here is blaming an insider of AWH. Well, if that's the case, and I did read the receivership report, if Alfonso thinks that the insider was giving false information, then he's basically insulting David's intelligence, because he's basically saying, hey, you're just listening to what everybody's saying and you're going to take it as word. I mean, don't you get it? I mean, I'm Alfonso. I couldn't tell you really anything over the phone. And as a matter of fact, my best buddy, scammer friend, Michael Osborne, he was too chicken shit to even pick up the phone and call you. I will speak on behalf of him because I have more testosterone than he does. He's really low on T. Y'all see the picture here? So it's all, like I said, this shit's funny to me, and I'll keep it moving. So he's already said this is all a federal government scam against NSAV and against Alfonso and whatever. And then there was a mysterious insider of AWH, and that the receiver believed everything that everybody said. Okay. Of course, the exchange has always been an incubator exchange and was described as such in docs and releases. Again, see, this is why Alfonso, he's going to be hearing the clink of some bars here pretty soon, because This is just more scams and lies. I mean, the dude, you thought that after this report dropped, he would just literally go away. But he wants to continue, so we're going to drag his ass even more. So now he's telling you, oh, the exchange, the one that we said was going to be bigger than Coinbase and it was a piece of my mastermind. It was created because I'm Alfonso and I'm the greatest VC guy in the world. Now he's backtracking on that and saying, oh, it was just an incubator. It's just an incubator. But yet he still forgets that they went public and said that they had remember at their peak, they had like 8 million users, $11 billion worth of trading volume or some shit. But now he's backing all that off. So he wants y'all to forget everything that they have ever said to pump their stock for you to buy their tokens. And now they want to back off after the fact. Say, no, I mean, we already told you it was just a simple incubator. That's all it ever was. I'm good at this stuff. The tokens are intangible assets and developmental stage. So no liquidation event to extract $60 million in USD is available, regardless of what sex or dex. So again, he's telling y'all you're fucking stupid. He's basically saying y'all are dumb if you actually thought our tokens were worth that much to where we can extract liquidity. He's saying y'all are dumb to believe what we said. You're stupid. We never said that there was liquidity. We've never said it. That's what he's saying. We're not on record anywhere saying that our tokens have value. Right? That's what that means. So no liquidation event can occur. There's not even $5 for you to cash out. So that's why when people like me and the people in my circles were like, hey, dude, y'all, you know where this is going. Y'all got to just listen and deal with it. Cause that's why like I said, this is part of my show, right? This is all of the receipts. If you kind of go back from the very first day that I filed my lawsuit with Alfonso, every video of mine, I've nailed it. And I even told everybody, not like it matters, because I'm not trying to prove it to in my crowd. I'm proving it for me in my use case for Legal X. These are my receipts. And they're going to continue. But I've nailed and I've called every single step of the way. Everything. I told you that I was going to sue Alfonso. I told you I was going to win. I told you it was a scam. I told you there was no liquidity. I told you the exchange was a scam. I told you when they sold it, it was a scam. I told you it wasn't worth $2.5 million. I told you NSAV was a scam. I told you Osborne was a scam. I told you they're not building anything. I told you there's no tech. I told you nothing exists. It's all a figment of your imagination. I told you that we were going to end up where we are today 6 months ago. Now, how in the hell would I know that? Oh my gosh, I wonder how I knew. And I also will predict that today, like I put on X, was just an appetizer. This isn't over. And I'm on record as saying that. There will be more information after we discuss with counsel today and address the concerns. Dude, Alfonso, again, he's fucking lying. Dude, his counsel, number one, doesn't give a shit about him. They're never public. We don't even know who they are. And if he's talking about his dipshit bankruptcy attorney, good luck, dude. Even the dude that they hired is not going to represent Alfonso because they have no case. They have nothing. So Alfonso's just flexing in front of everybody. He's trying to save face. He's trying to protect his own ego because he knows what the next steps are going to be. So he's saying out to you, oh, everybody, I'm going to go obtain my counsel. Motherfucker, no, you're not, because you've been saying it for the last 2 years. And I'm still here talking shit about you. We're going to clear this up. I'm going to call my lawyer. Arr, my name is Alfonso. You better be scared. Fuck you. I'm sitting here chilling, waiting on you, man. What are you talking about? Now, let me get off that, and I'm going to unload some dirt. Oh, no. I'm going to do this here. Let me go to my Twitter here. Boom. All right, Aaron, let me see here. Let me go to let me see if I can pull it. Oh, yeah. So this was sent to me today. I guess there's some private Discord or some shit. They talk about dumb shit in there, I would imagine. Because it's all fake, right? So everybody who's been in these forums and these Discords, you've done nothing but waste your time in the last 4 years. Because everybody told y'all it was a scam. You just didn't want to believe it. You thought that Osborne, for some miraculous way, is just going to wake up and be a different guy. No, dude, he's a born professional scammer, and he continues to do so. Same with Alfonso. That's why we dropped all these receipts. That's why I've made everything public. He's built nothing. He's never built nothing. And to this day, he's never been able to go public with anybody and show an example of one business, where he actually made a fucking profit. Like literally one. Just show one. But he can't because it doesn't exist. They've all failed. Multiple judgments against him. I mean, he's probably got over 2.5 million. Anyways, y'all already know. I posted that shit. So this dude posted up. I don't even know who these people are, but I got insiders that send me stuff. There's some dude called Little Finger or some shit. What the fuck are these? Fonz did mention it. Counsel advised him to be CEO until after the Grover matter. He originally thought becoming CEO would be good to give Grover someone to negotiate with. That's interesting. But that was moot after the TRO was appointed. He's still involved in the day-to-day for NSAV. Well, nobody knew that. Like I said before, nobody knew Alfonso quit as CEO, and then he wants to come up out for air today and start running his mouth again and saying, no, it's all everybody else's fault. I'm going to fight this. No, you're not, motherfucker. You're not going to fight it because it's going to be hard for you to fight it. And I'm going to explain why here in a little bit. Now, there's talk about the inaccuracies of the report. The big one being that Scott, I'm assuming that I'm the insider of AWH. I'm just kind of piecing that together, right? The big one being that Scott was involved and was speaking directly to the TRO, which is mentioned in the report. Let's just throw out hypotheticals. Let's just imagine it was me. I thought I didn't know anything. So why would I be a good insider if I didn't know anything? If everything that I post, right, Alfonso? If everything that I post and share is fake and fraud and slanderous and disparagement and inaccuracies, well, why would somebody listen to me? If that was the case. If it was me, is what I'm saying. Mike and Fonz are attempting to be transparent in the other room. Yeah. No, they're not. They never will be transparent because I have to be transparent for them because they will never show you anything. They can't show you anything that backs up anything that they say. So every time they yell, scream, bitch, complain, they never back it up. They can't because they cannot extract, let's just say for lack of a better word, actual data or proof or anything that actually will validate what they say. They can't do it. It's insane. I mean, dude, everybody's been waiting. We actually show us something. Show us something. Show us a deal sheet. Show us some contracts. Show us the coding. Show us the tech. Show us something. Show us the contracts of all these tokens. Show us something. You can't show anything. And again, it was mentioned in the receiver report. NSAV, AWH, Alfonso, and everybody who spoke to the receiver couldn't send anything. They couldn't prove anything. So of course the receiver is going to be like, yeah, this is a fucking scam. You got $40 in the bank because you can't prove to me otherwise. And that's why when I created LegalX and we actually launched the token and we start suing all these fucking scammers, our motto is going to be, it's easy for us to prove that it's fake because you can't prove that it's real. So that's why this is so easy to be on my side, because everything I show, Alfonso and everybody else cannot refute it. They can't say it's made up. They can't say it's Photoshop. They can't say it's fake. They just can't, because all I'm posting and all I have ever posted was their data. I've posted everything that they have. And how in the hell do I have everything that they have? And why am I able to show everything about their businesses, but they can't even produce y'all a fucking bank statement? Why do I have everything? It's a bad day and very confusing. Yeah, it's very confusing, everybody. I mean, it's just so hard to understand what's going on. To me, it seems like Scott is really trying to burn anything Fonz touches down. So I love that because it's true. I've been open about it, and Alfonso even knows. By the time we are done with you, you will be homeless. You'll be behind bars homeless, but you'll be homeless. And unfortunately, your family, they're going to be homeless as well, because this is what's going to happen. I've already predicted everything up until this point, and I've nailed it 100%. So I'm going to give you a little clue on what's going to happen in the future. Now, I'm not going to give you the timeline, but it's coming. You will be locked up. Let's just be perfectly clear. There's nothing that you can say or nothing that you can do. Nobody you can pray to. And nobody you can talk to on Discord, Telegram, whatever, wherever your little back channels are, nobody's going to listen to you, dude. You are going to be locked up. It's coming. Wheels are already in motion, and you know it. It's hard to accept it. And that's why you're back online right now, because you have to portray out that you're still innocent, and it's not what everybody else is. And we got another scam that we got to sell to everybody. So because you have to do it, because you have no other life that you can live. This is your life. You're a scammer. So now what's going to happen is once you're locked up, we're really going to have fun, because my team, we're going to get together, as I've been saying for the last 6 months, because I told you that once this finished up and this is finished, it's just appetizer. There's more coming. So this is what's going to happen. Once you get locked up, I'm going to let you have about 30 days to get situated, get some money on your books. And, by then you should know how to, cook your own soups and stuff. And then I'm going to serve you up with multiple lawsuits, and they're all going to be fraud. But this time I'm going to drag everybody that you have ever known and done business with included. John Bunzel, Give Bucks, Michael Osborne, Bo Kelly, Melissa Kelly, your wife and your 2 kids. We're dragging them. And there's just nothing you can do about it. Don't you understand, Alfonso? Not a damn thing you can do about it. Now, you can cry and whine, because that's what you're good at. But you're not going to be able to stop what is about to come your way. And the reason why I'm going to wait for you to be locked up to do it is because I want you to feel max pain. I told you fucked with the wrong guy. You fucked with the wrong guy. So when you're locked up, we're going to file our lawsuits, and it's going to put you in a predicament, because now you have to fight your next batch of lawsuits while you're locked up. And that's going to keep you from being able to communicate and plan your next scam with everybody else in your circle. So I'm going to lock you out. I'm going to cut you off from the outside world. And the only person that's going to be able to talk to you is your attorney. And I would imagine it's going to be court appointed at that point, because you're not going to be able to afford one to defend yourself. So everybody, I'm going to drag them, dude. And y'all are all going to snitch on each other. And that's how it's going to go down. And guess what? I'm going to record every bit of it. Everything's going to be public and uploaded for everybody to see. This is how Married with Crypto gets down. He's not a talker. He's a doer. And I'm just going to continue to build my use case. So when I do launch LegalX, I will probably be the only individual in the crypto space ever to go one-on-one with the scammer and smoke his boots off, take his real estate properties, force him into bankruptcy, put his family homeless because they're all in foreclosure, credit's wrecked, and now Alfonso will be in a federal pen fighting more lawsuits, and it's everybody around Alfonso. Their life is going to be a living hell, and it's not going to be because of me. It's going to be because of him. Because he's the one that embezzled millions. He's the one that told everybody to fuck off. He's the one that said he's the man with the plan and blames everybody else. So he's not going to be able to do that for much longer. So enjoy your freedom while you got it. Because it's coming. And you know how the game works? At this level of the game, even I don't know when it's coming because it's already at a level there's no more communications, right? It's done. Everything that we've had to do to push this to the feds, SEC, FBI, FTC, it's already been done. They got everything. Now it's just a matter of when are they going to finish you up. But we'll know. And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing Michael Osborne can do. And I don't know how far they're pushing JT. But there's nothing any of y'all can do. Except act like it's not really happening. And that's what you're good at. But I'm glad that we're here because we now have receipts. Unless you can come up with your own receipts that are not photoshopped or not fake, that can prove all of this is just one big misunderstanding, then I think stockholders or shareholders, whatever you want to call them, and token holders and investors of your businesses, if you can show them that it's just been one big misunderstanding, then I think people need to see that. But until you can, the few people that are left listening to you, they're just going to continue to get wrecked. But as we have saw today, people finally woke up. Now, it took them a little longer than normal, but they did. And congratulations to them. But the party has just started. And this isn't me running my mouth, and you know better, because I've backed it up for the last 2 years. Every single video I've put out, I've backed it up. Everything I said I was going to do, I did. And I knew we were going to get here, and we did. Now we continue.